The best closers never try to close. They never try to convince. They never chase. They never beg. They just guide people to decisions. And today in this video, I'm going to show you the exact mindset shift that you have to make so that you can make it possible for yourself as well. It's called detachment. And once you master this, you'll never feel salesy again. So let's go. Here's the truth most people won't tell you. The moment you need the sale, you lose the sale. Prospects can smell the desperation. They feel it in your voice. They hear it in your pitch. They see it in how fast you respond to their text messages. And the second that they sense that you need them more than they need you, you lose. I see this all the time. Somebody gets on a call and they're so focused on closing, they forget to help. They're pitching before listening. They're talking features before problems. They're trying to close before they've even built trust. And then they wonder why the prospect says, I need to think about it. Do you know what that really means? That means I don't trust you yet and you're pushing too hard. Desperation is the most expensive emotion in business. So the first step to becoming a trusted advisor is simple. Don't need the sale. All right, so what does detachment actually look like? It means you're willing to walk away from the sale if it's not a good fit. It means you're more committed to helping than closing. It means you're about the outcome more than the sale. Here's the question you got to ask yourself before every single sales call. Am I willing to walk away from this? If the answer is no, if I need to hit the quota, if I need to pay my bills, if there's any pressure on it at all, you've already lost. Because then I'm not showing up as an advisor, I'm showing up as a salesperson, and the prospect is going to feel that. And people don't want to be sold, they want to be guided. But when you're detached and you genuinely don't need the outcome, everything changes. You begin to ask better questions because you're actually curious. You listen more because you're not just waiting for your turn to pitch. You give honest advice, even if it means telling them not to buy. And that's when people trust you. That's when they lean in and begin to listen deeper. And when they say, when can we start? Now, let me clear something up. Detachment isn't about not caring. It's about caring about them. It's about caring about your prospect more than your commission. You're detaching from your commission, not the empathy to your prospect. And that's what separates trusted advisors from desperate salespeople. Now, here's the tactical piece. There's one question that makes closing feel completely natural. And here it is. Based on everything that we've talked about, what do you think makes the most sense for you? That's it. You're not closing them. You're asking them what they think. You're not pushing. You're guiding. See, most people think that closing is about overcoming objections and battling resistance. Nah, real closing is about helping people see what's already clear. When you've asked the right questions, understood their problem, and offered a solution that actually fits, closing is easy. They close themselves. You're just facilitating the decision. And here's the beautiful part. When you ask that question, one of two things is going to happen. They're either going to say, yeah, let's move forward, and you guide them through the next steps, or they tell you what's really standing in the way and you address it without being pushy. Either way, you stay in advisor mode. You're never slipping into sales mode because you're not trying to make them do anything. You're just guiding them to the right decision that fits for them. That's it. That's the difference. Let me leave you with this. The best closers I know never try to close. They're never pushy. They're never trying to convince somebody. They're never using high pressure tactics or some fancy Jedi mind tricks. They're simply guiding people to the logical conclusions based off of the questions that they've asked, the answers that the prospects give them, the problem that they've built clarity around, and the solution that they have offered. You know what they do instead? They show up with so much confidence in their offer and so much detachment from the outcome that they're able to help people make logical decisions that truly work for them. They've done the work, they know their stuff works, and they've showed up with proof. And they genuinely believe that if this isn't the right fit, then walking away is the better solution for all of us. Win-win or no deal. That energy, that certainty, it's magnetic and people feel it. And then they buy from you because they trust you. Not because you convinced them, not because you pressured them, but because you made them feel safe, heard, and confident in their own decisions. That's what a trusted advisor does, and that's what you can do when you make this mindset shift. All right, let's lock this in. The mindset shift that turns you from salesy to trusted advisor comes down to one thing: detachment. Stop needing the sale. Start caring about the outcome. Ask yourself before every call, am I willing to walk away? Stop needing the sale. Start caring about the outcome. Ask yourself before every sales call, am I willing to walk away? And use the one question that makes closing natural. What do you think makes the most sense for you? And remember, the best closers never try to close. They just help people make the right decisions. If this hit with you at all, drop a comment and let me know. Be sure to hit subscribe because we're dropping new stuff for you all the time. And if you want to go way deeper, one-on-one guidance, weekly trainings, and all the scripts, frameworks, and tips and tricks you can imagine, be sure to click the link below, join Closer Circle, and let's get you to your first high-ticket sales and making money online. As always, I'm Garrett. All my friends call me G Money. And until next time, peace.